I am looking for trades with high momentum and I'm looking for the lowest risk pullback. All I'm looking for is a move to new highs, then a higher low. The higher low then proceeds to break the previous high, showing momentum and buyer stepping in. And then that previous high will turn into a level of support. We enter in at that level of support, looking for high of day and higher profit targets such as previous day levels, higher time frame levels, or whole psychological numbers. And our stop loss can simply be either at a break of this key level right here with this previous high, or at the break of this previous higher low. I've been trading this strategy for multiple years now. Here we can see NVIDIA. The first thing I usually like to do is mark out the previous day high and the previous day low. Always mark out my pre-market high and pre-market low. And this is because NVIDIA had a key level of support here. We bounced up, we moved and broke below, and this was a solid retest for a downside entry. Therefore, there's going to be a lot of liquidity sitting here, and this is where we could have a potential profit target for if we do want to move to the upside. So with that being said, these are all the key levels I had going into the day. And then I moved to the 1 minute time frame. And with all these key levels, all I'm looking for is a break and retest it. And this is how I made the $9,700 on that specific day. So as we can see, when we open up on NVIDIA here, we see a clear level of resistance right here on the first opening candle. We broke above that. And now this is once again that A+ break and retest, right? You see the high, we broke the high, and now we should simply come back if we have strong price action. And then we would be looking for high of day and our profit targets at 804 and then of course 822.19s. There's a clear breaks, right? So we have a clear break on NVIDIA. We have the retest. So we held down here, we broke up, we retested, and look at this. This is such a strong wick from the downside, which means that buyers are stepping in to slowly bring the stock up, right? Therefore, we would want to enter into this trade here, and our stop loss in this scenario can simply be the opening print. The opening print is where the stock actually opened up in the day, and there's usually liquidity sitting there. And this also coincides with the fact that if we do break back below this key level at 791.79s, we will most likely reverse the trend, and therefore this is a very low risk entry with our final profit targets being at 822.05s. This means this is a 5.63 trade. The risk I put on this trade was about $1,700. Now, of course, I did scale out of the position at high of day, for example, 804.59s, and you guys saw those scales as well. So realistically, this was more so about a 2.5R trade. I entered into the NVIDIA trade right here, looking for my first scales at around high of day, 804.59s, and then my final scales at 822. So let's see how this trade actually did play out. We can see we actually reached that 804.59 fairly quickly. We came back, we retested, right? Notice how we're retesting that 804.59 right here, right? So this is another potential trade. If you did not get into the first one, you could have potentially played this key level as well. Let's keep playing out this trade. So we can see that we are noticing a little bit of consolidation here, but as long as we break these new highs, we can make our way up to 822.19s. And just like that, you guys can see we hit 822.19s and hit our profit